Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Shy. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave me some love below. And if you're returning, hey girl, we love that for us. Welcome back. Okay, so in today's video we are going to be doing the long-awaited Lipo 360 BBL surgery Q&A. So starting y'all, I do definitely want to say thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have given me. It's definitely been positive vibes. That's all I can say. I love that for me. I love the positivity. So definitely keep it coming. I'm here for it. In this video, I'm gonna go over a lot of the basic information as well as all of the questions that have been asked, the personalized questions that have been asked. So I have a little notebook here with a lot of stuff that is written down from questions and things like that, just so I can reference to. So if you see me looking down, that's just what I'm looking at. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, so if you don't know, I did get a BBL. I got Lipo 360 and BBL. I got the procedure done on July 26th. So I'm currently 2 days shy of 6 weeks post-op. So for the first question, where did I go to get my BBL done? I went to Miami, Florida. I went to Unique Aesthetics in Miami, and personally, I went to Dr. Jonathan Fisher. When I researched Dr. Fisher before, he had been at different locations, things like that, but this is the specific location that he was at when I got my procedure done. And again, it was Unique Aesthetics in Miami. The price that I initially paid, that I was quoted, was $9,000. So how that kind of worked for me is when I called to book my surgery, I put an initial down payment. Typically how that works is, to my knowledge, is the closer you are to your surgery date, the more that you're going to put down for your surgery. So the further out that you book, the less that you may have to put down. When I initially booked mine, I put down $2,500. I booked in February for my surgery to be in July. Back to Dr. Fisher. I have been following Dr. Fisher since 2017. You guys know me or have been knowing me since I was younger. I've always been pretty petite. I've always wanted a butt, or said that I've had a butt. So this is something that I've always wanted to do. So I just figured now is the time. I have children. I got my tubes tied. What is stopping me now? So the price that I was quoted was $9,000. On top of the $9,000, I did opt in to pay an extra $550 for Cell Saver. If you don't know what Cell Saver is, my surgeon offered it in surgery, and what that basically is, a device or a machine that collects the blood that you lose during surgery. It then cleans the blood and then returns it back to your body. So they say that you're supposed to have like a better healing experience, things like that. And it's supposed to make it a little bit easier for you. I just wanted my overall experience to be easier for me. So what was all included in my $9,000 were 5 massages through the facility, which you don't have to pay for. That was just something that was included with my procedure. 1 ab board, compression socks, my foams, my anesthesia. That was all included in my actual $9,000. Outside of the $550 that I paid for my Cell Saver procedure. And again, all of this kind of goes with whoever you choose, whoever you decide to go through, what they all include, what they do, things like that. I know that in Miami right now, a lot of things are changing up. Up until my procedure, a lot of things were switching around. So you definitely have to do your research. Don't just go off of what I'm telling you or my results per se, because I've seen girls that went to Dr. Fisher that look completely different than me. I've seen girls that results look totally different from mine. So definitely make sure you're doing your research on your own specific doctor, and you're going to the doctor for your own specific reasons, not based off of what someone else looks like. Again, I've been following Dr. Fisher since 2017 because I've wanted to get a BBL, but then things happen. But definitely do your work and your research to make sure you're getting your specific doctor. Fisher is double board certified. He does not have any deaths under his belt, to my knowledge. There were none that I could find. There were none. We have surgery groups and things like that. That was definitely discussed prior to, because it is something that is very critical when you think of a BBL surgery. A lot of people do discuss that, but again, do your research and pick your specific doctor for your specific reason. Outside of like the technicalities of my surgery, or like the basic questions that I got, like where, when, how much, who, all of that, some specific questions that I got and that I will go over are now next. So I got a lot of did it hurt? How is your pain on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate your pain? So all in all, to answer that question, or those questions grouped together, it's a surgery. You're gonna hurt. It's gonna be sore, it's gonna be painful. I say that to say, even when you get a piercing, a tattoo, anything, it's painful. Now, the pain is not going to be lifelong. It's definitely temporary. For some, it may hurt more than others. Everyone's pain tolerance is definitely different. I can't stress that enough. If you think of anything pain inflicting, childbirth, tattoos, piercings, anything you think of, everyone's pain tolerance is different. You hear different stories. For me per se, I can speak on my experience. That first week, I went in thinking I had a very high pain tolerance, which, I mean, you know, I've had a baby, my last child. I didn't have an epidural or anything. I felt like if I could do that, I'm good. So my first week out of surgery probably was the worst. I felt like, honestly, I just got hit by a bus. I felt very, very weak as far as like my arms, things like that. I just felt you're just doing a whole change to your body. It's gonna be painful. So with that, just keep that in mind. It's not going to not hurt. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna have pain, whether it be a lot, whether it be minimum. There are pain meds. There are things that you are gonna be able to take. They do prescribe prescriptions for pain medicine. I got prescribed Percocet. I also had Tylenol muscle and pain. I had Tylenol extra strength. You get things that work best for you as far as what will help minimize your pain. Honestly and truly, I found out that the Tylenol worked better for me per se. Other than when I have massages, that's when I would take the Percocet. But for the actual experience, as far as pain, my body, things like that, I would just take Tylenol. Now, when you guys say did it hurt, or the massages, that was another question. How bad are the massages? I know you hear horror stories. I hear so much bad stuff about the massages. On a scale of 1 to 10, I say that first week, my massages probably felt about like a 7, 8, possibly 9. But it's definitely doable. So I would rate the massages probably like a 7 or a 9. It honestly just depends. My very first day, they try to be gentle. There were a few different girls that were there, so depending on who you got could kind of determine like if your pain or your massage was going to be more rough or more gentle, or whatever the case may be. So you also have to take into consideration that they have to push that fluid out. So regardless of how sore you are, they have to get that out, because it's going to help determine your results. It's going to help not build up fluid, all of that, seromas, fibrosis. It's ideal and very important to get that out. So you have to keep that into consideration. In my mind, I just kind of was like, you have to tough through it. Although even the fluid coming out of like where the drain is, to describe it, it kind of felt like putting alcohol on an open wound. Like, it definitely burned. And then the pain, you're so sensitive that your skin is so numb and it just feels uncomfortable. It's not a good feeling. Now, when I came back to my hometown and started getting my massages, I love going to my massages. I still go twice a week. They're definitely important. A lot of people don't realize that your aftercare definitely helps to mold how you are going to look in the long run. Definitely stress your aftercare and your massages. So again, that first week is probably just the worst all in general, but after that, if you can tough through that, then you can tough through it. My last massage, I almost fainted. So you have to just get through it, tough through it, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you eat, make sure, you know, a lot of that. But it can be a lot on your body all in that first week. So if you can get past that, girl, you can do it. We can do it. The next question is, what was the worst part of the experience? I would just say, for me, the worst part probably just like that first week. Honestly and truly, that first week, the massages, the pain, the putting the foams in, it was just even taking a shower, going to the bathroom, anything, it was just very painful. It was a process. A lot of people don't think past the big booty, past the snatched waist, the snatched stomach, you have to think about that pain and the suffering, if you will, like the getting up and being weak, your body feeling like dead weight, all of that. Like, you just have to, that's probably the worst part of the experience for me. And getting used to laying on your stomach, sleep on your stomach, not being able to sit. I'm almost 6 weeks post-op. I will be 6 weeks in a couple days, and I still have not sat. So I'm proud of myself, pat on the back, but it has been some BS, okay? So not being able to sit, laying on your stomach constantly, not being able to lay on your side, all of that is an adjustment, and that's probably the worst part of it. But I'm here for I'm trying to get my money's worth, okay? So I ain't trying to ruin nothing. Nothing. What can I do to prepare? Depending on where you are at with you and your life, vitamins, make sure all your blood levels and things like that are ready. Honestly, mentally, if you're ready to do it and you're healthy and good to go, you get cleared, I feel like then you're in a good place. You obviously have to get cleared. You do have to get labs and cleared by a medical provider. And you have to be cleared prior to surgery, at least with my physician. My doctor, I had to be cleared a month prior to surgery. Medical clearance, you have to make sure all your blood levels, they give you labs and things like that, that you have to make sure your levels are in order. So as long as you're at that level and you're good, you're a healthy weight, you're healthy where you want to be in order to get your surgery and stuff, that's all you have to really do to prepare. A lot of people have a lot of different theories, a lot of different things, but you have to do what's best for you. That's one thing with surgery. There are a lot of groups, there are a lot of opinions, there are a lot of he say, she say. Do what's best for you and what fits for you. Don't listen to, it's hard, but don't listen to what everybody else has to say. Do what you feel like is right and do what you feel like you have to do to yourself, but do what fits best for you. You gonna make some friends, because I made me a couple. There's nothing really that I can tell you as far as preparing. You just mentally got to be there and mentally got to be ready, and then once you are, you just go with it. As far as preparing, like supplies wise, I do have like a supplies, my BBL supplies video. You can watch that video. As far as supplies, I did put what I actually used versus what I did not use was a waste of money, things like that. So that's how you can prepare on that aspect. But other than that, you just gotta get it. You gotta go. Get it, go. We here for it. Get the body, girl. Get the body. Next question, are you happy with your results? Yes, thus far I am definitely happy with my results. Like, y'all see my before. Definitely happy with my results. Again, I've always wanted a booty, so I got a little something back there now. So I'm happy and I'm glad I went through with it. So yes, yes girl, yes, I'm very happy. Nurse care, did you use a hotel or a recovery home? I did a hotel. I had my mom with me. Recovery care is always an option. Recovery houses are always an option. If you don't have someone that can go with you, you guys can Google that information to see more about it, because I really don't know as far as recovery houses. But my mom came, and I did actually hire a nursing service that came out. It was Dᴏ Consultants, and Cara, the owner, came out, and she was so sweet. She helped me. She was very knowledgeable. She took care of me, and kind of helped show my mom as well things of that nature on how to help me with my faja, how to help give me a shower, what areas are sensitive, what this, what that. Like, she helped a lot, so I definitely appreciate her. Shout out to her. If y'all are going to go to Miami to get surgery, I definitely recommend her. She's very, very, very knowledgeable and super, super sweet. Super sweet. I have no complaints about her. Does it feel any different? So my butt, does it feel any different? It definitely, not me touching my booty, but it's still hard as of right now. So underneath, like, the cuff is a little bit softer and the top is a little bit softer. When I get my massages, she kind of massages certain areas. So the inner part, like my actual cheek, the center of my cheek, is still kind of hard. So I haven't started sitting yet. I can actually start sitting on Tuesday, my 6 weeks. So I will start sitting for little periods at a time, which will help soften that up, is what I was advised from my massage therapist. Everybody's different. It feels normal. I feel the same, as all they did was just take fat and inject fat. So it just feels, it's just a little harder right now, but once it starts to get softer, I mean, it'll just be softer, but it does feel the same. Or it doesn't feel any different. I guess that was the question. Does it feel different? It does not feel any different. It just feels, it feels normal. So yeah, the next question that I had was post-op, your healing process, and how long does it take to fully heal? So as far as post-op, I'm assuming that it's like post-op and your healing process together all in one. I kind of went over post-op a little bit. I'm not sure specifically what was needed for post-op in that question, because that's literally what it said. But your healing process and how long does it take to fully heal? I was advised six months to a year, and even longer. Everybody's different, so that can change. So I've been advised more than once 6 months to a year, as far as your how long does it take to fully heal. And 6 months is when you begin, they say, to fluff and getting to that healing stage to where you're almost there, because you have to think you got lipo, your nerves have to reattach, your skin has to get back to the point to where it's normal without having to compress, and it feels okay without having to compress and everything like that. You have to think your body really has to heal. Your body went through a lot, so it's gonna take a lot of time for it to actually heal back, you know. So what I was advised is 6 months to a year, and I also was advised for my faja, that is supposed to take 6 months to a year to wear, 6 months to a year to fully wear as well. So as far as I was told for my faja as well, because I currently have it on my phones and everything, to wear it for 6 months to a year, I guess after 3 months you can ditch your foams, but you still need to compress, because your skin, the longer you compress, the more you compress, the better your results as far as how snatched you want your waist to be. I've seen a lot of stories to where girls say that whenever you stop wearing your faja, that's how you want to be as far as being snatched, things like that. So I just definitely compress. I work from home. I haven't really been going out much, things like that. I can't drive, I can't sit, so compressing, there's no reason for me to be out of my faja. So yeah, I definitely wear my faja all the time, 24/7. I get out of it to take a shower, I put it back on, I get out of it for about an hour, maybe a day, and then I just put it back on. There's no really reason for me to be out of it. I'm not doing nothing. So I compress a lot. I talk to my massage therapist a lot about what I need to do as far as maintaining my results and making sure I get my best results. And these are things that I've heard. These are things that we've talked about, and these are things that we've discussed. So this is what I personally want to do in order to get my best results. Scars from your procedure and how do I deal with those? I will show you guys the ones that I can that are visible. They're not visible, but I'll show you guys my scars as far as what I have. And then I use bio oil on my scars. I've been told bio oil, and that's literally what I use. So you can get that like anywhere, honestly and truly. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it on at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, literally anywhere. And they just say put on there a couple times a day, twice a day. Put it on your scars, rub it in, massage it, and you're good to go. So that's just what I've been using personally. Other people may have other remedies, but again, for me, I've just been using bio oil. So as far as my questions, those are all the questions that I got. If you guys have any questions or concerns or anything that you would like me to answer, definitely leave me a comment below. Some of y'all be acting shy and don't want to leave a comment, so message me, DM me, or whatever. I have no secrets. I will tell you if I'm able to, things like that. So definitely reach out, feel free to ask. I don't care. A few of you have reached out and asked questions about surgery because you're going to have procedures or whatever the case may be. So I'm here for it, sis. We love it. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and put some shorts on. I do have my _Fᴏʀʀ and stuff on right now. I wanted to show y'all real quick because I might get a question or somebody's gonna ask. My pillow that I sit on, because I do not sit on my butt, I literally sit on my knees. This is kind of like a BBL pillow, but it wasn't a BBL pillow. It wasn't specified as a BBL pillow. I honestly truly got this because, like I said, I work from home and I sit with this on my knees. Like, I sit with my legs right here, but it can be used, I guess, as a BBL pillow, but my knees just go on this, and then that's what I sit on. I don't even sit on a BBL pillow. I never even have. So that's that. To each his own. I'm not knocking nobody that has, because I mean, to each his own, like I said. So I just wanted to show that real quick, but now let me go ahead and throw some shorts on and stuff, and I can show y'all my actual results as of 5 weeks and 5 days. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, so here is my body, and these lines are just for my phones. I started a new compression wave today, and clearly there was a little bit of whatever. So this is my body from the front. I'm still kind of swollen, but here's like my side view, my front, and then my other side. And then as far as my scars, here, there's one. I put bio oil on it, but again, I'm still fresh. So here's another one. Then I have one. I have a couple on my is that one? Because that was gone. Then I have, I'm not sure if you can even see that, it's right here. There's one right there, and I have one right here, but those are pretty much gone. And then I have one in the middle of my back, which is not going, and then I have one in the middle of my butt crack, which I'm not going to show you. It's like at the top in the middle of my butt crack, which I'm not going to show you because obvious reasons. As far as my actual walk time, BBL. So I have a little bit of hips, y'all, just a little bit. And then here's my side view, my back view, and then my side view, and then my fronts. It is still hard. It doesn't like move too much just yet. But yeah. Yes, girl. If you needed a sign as far as should I get this lipo, should I get this BBL, this is your sign. You should definitely get it. Do what makes you happy, boo. Don't listen to nobody else. Definitely do what makes you happy. Don't be scared. don't be scared. Don't let nobody talk you out of it, sis. Again, if there's anything that you think of, anything that you want to know, definitely leave me a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you can keep up with these videos. I will be doing updates, all of that, keeping y'all posted on my journey, because I love these type of videos. I found a lot of information from these videos, and yes, we love that for us. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was somewhat of informative for you. I hope you got the answer that you were looking for. If you did, ask me a question, and if not, I apologize, but message me, sis. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me some love below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.